Alright, here's another video about putting carpet and insulation in a Humvee. And what I used is the Noico Red. Did a lot of reading, a lot of YouTube comparisons, but went with the 8mm Noico Red, mostly for heat insulation purposes. I'm trying to keep this thing cool in South Carolina in the summer. So went with the thickest stuff that they had, and we'll see if that is actually effective. And on top of that, we're going to use some carpet. I found this. I think this stuff was from Lowe's or Home Depot. It's nothing fancy, and it's just a outdoor style carpet. The one thing I will say is buy lots of spray glue, and if you can, vacuum as you drill, because getting the metal shavings out of the carpet is going to be more difficult and more painful down the road. This is basically just placing the rectangles where they'll fit and then cutting shapes to fill in the gaps, sticking them down. I used aluminum tape to seal the gaps in between, and it's flexible with good adhesion and kind of does the trick. So after that, I used lath screws, the self-drilling type with the large heads on them, which were able to fit over the carpet and also not rip through the hole that I drilled at the same time. Used a bunch of clamps, and basically what you have to do is spray the glue and you wait 30-40 seconds and press the carpet down, then let it sit for a little bit, and it should stay. And adhesion is, I don't know, a little better than I thought it would be, but it's not great. So you're going to use a lot of glue, and this is going to take a while. When you need to shape the carpet, I tried to keep full pieces, but you can always cut corners. Actually, not cut corners and cheap out or use less material, but cut the corners such that you can create a corner that can flex, like a relief cut is what they call it when you just chop the corners. So think through things. Try not to imagine too much, but rather push the carpet into place and physically put it in place, and when it fits, go with what you got. If you try to imagine or you try to assume as you shape the carpet, you'll end up cutting it short and have a lot of problems. So that's the deal. As for putting carpet in the Humvee, I don't know. It's your choice, and I did think quite a bit about leaving the floor at least where I could power wash the thing, and maybe a little bit of a gap up to the insulating carpet. But since I wanted to go with foam and sound deadener, that was kind of out the window, and kind of weighed my two options and decided that there was a 100% chance I wanted to have good insulation, sound, and heat, but there was a small chance I was ever going to drive this thing in water over the running boards. And if that's the case, then I probably got a really good reason, and the cost of replacement carpet is probably not a concern at that time. So you do what you want, but this is what I did, and if this helps you, great. If it doesn't, click the next video.